Welcome to another comic book review.
Yeah.
We in here.
Yay, comics.
We in here. And we're going to get right to it.
Yeah. With which one?
I would like to start with a bit of comic book news. The comic gods have blessed us, and I would like to inform you all, because we have been cackling and complaining about it on this pod for a year now straight. The return of Ultra Mega issue 5. In September this year.
I'm going to claim credit. I did it. Exactly. Yes. On the last comic book review, on the end of it, we were talking about how I said if you talk about it, it will come.
And it has.
And it had. I literally that's like here. And then Jamal was like Ultra Mega. And I'm like, yes. Like Ultra Mega.
All right.
And it happened.
What do you need for more power? What do you need for more strength? What do you need?
We'll fulfill you.
What do you need?
Stuffed crust pizza.
Stuffed crust pizza?
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's all you need?
All right, come down.
All right, cool. We'll buy him a stuffed crust pizza, and then he can do the miracle again for Orphan the Five Beasts.
Orphan the Five Beasts, and then we got to get some more for Vicious Circle. We got to get this guy
I'm
pumped up.
gonna make that the next one, please.
And did We Live finish? No.
I mean, no. It definitely got a longer run than any of the comics we're talking about right now.
Yeah.
But it did not. The second season did not finish.
The second season did not finish. At least the first arc finished, which is all that matters, really.
Facts.
No, yeah,
we gotta get him a bacon wrap stuffed crust for We Live.
Yes.
We gotta really clog those arteries.
Yeah.
Yeah, near kill him.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't want to breathe.
I'm down.
Unless there's cheese in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wants to breathe through mozzarella and grease.
Sounds like a
God,
regular
you know me
American.
so well. Shit.
Well, with that being said, that's the end of comic book news. Well, that's the only shit I want to talk about.
Oh,
Unless you got something else.
Just a little bit. Just a tiny bit. Apparently, we're getting more Predator versus people, and we're getting Predator versus the Black Panther.
That's an easy wash.
What a wash.
What a wash. That's the quickest wash in history.
Really, and honestly,
for those of you who don't
fair.
understand, let me explain something to you. If the Predator race got washed by
a man, a soldier.
Hold on. Let me bring it down to it. If you get washed by Danny Glover, you got washed by a 15-year-old girl, you have nothing for the King of Wakanda.
Don't forget the last Fox movie that wasn't that didn't come to Hulu. There was they tried to tote that autism was a superpower.
I was
actually trying not to bring, but yeah, they did get beat by autism.
Autism is a superpower.
So
the light skinned Predator lost.
Stop doing this to us. No one makes you do this to us.
He came in there taller, better, faster,
Weaker.
losing to autism.
Oh. No one makes you do this to us.
Whistle. They went. Ooh.
Okay,
no one makes you do this to us.
I am hoping that I'm not sure what the setup is or whatever, but it better be like 18 Predators or some shit, because
that's what you need. Shit,
like
that's still not enough
against against Black Panther. Like a one against Wolverine, I can understand. That was kind of cool,
right? But Wolverine gets his ass kicked. He can rebound.
He does exactly. He's like great. He likes his 1v1s. It makes sense. But
he's a
like
power bottom. Whatever you put at him, eventually he'll put it back on you. You know
exactly.
I don't think he has a choice to be anything but a power bottom.
He has a choice.
I mean, depending on who it is. Like if it's She-Hulk, I mean, yeah, he can get up there. But for somebody else, like
climb up.
He's too heavy. No, he's too heavy. He's made of adamantium. He's too heavy.
You're not wrong.
I would be a power bottom for She-Hulk. So
anyway,
can't really.
That remind me of
too much there.
Oh my
I don't
God,
think you have a choice.
I saw some weird fucking like AI like generated like pictures of like what these like girls look like while they're on top, and they're just like, yeah.
I bet you did.
Yeah, it was like Facebook ran. I don't know why it just suggested.
No, they know. You know.
I have no idea why he did that. I don't know. It was weird.
I don't know why the algorithm is showing me stuff that the algorithm found out.
It's weird.
Oh my God.
Anyway, Black Panther's going to fight Predator. Cool, yay.
That algorithm is crazy, boy.
Just making sure, and I think you said it. They're called the Yautja.
Something like that.
Yeah. But cool.
Hey, they're finna get their waist snatched. The only question is it going to take 3 issues or 4? Because
2.
What are we talking about here?
The Predator is going to find. Is going to show up mid-ritual. and it's going to be hungry. It'll eat the heart-shaped herb that way.
Oh,
That
that would
way.
be okay. Okay, actually,
Okay.
but that's too good.
Or maybe by some way during it shows up and encounters T'Challa, or even the what are the
The Dormalaje?
Dormalaje, I can never pronounce it all the time. Gets fucked up by them, and when it's trying to make its little healing concoction to it might
the blue goo.
It might grab some of the fruit. Ooh,
Get the herb.
just so it can be a match with the Black Panther. Because come on, dog.
It needs
Either that, or for some reason they're gonna say, "Oh, it's space metal, so it can pierce vibranium."
I really like your idea. I'm kind of
All
sad
of
that's not
them
gonna
are
be.
viable.
Yeah,
Yeah, they could really go anywhere.
they could.
I won't say I'm excited for it, but also I'm not excited for it. I think Ken Lashley is doing the covers, hopefully the interiors as well, because he only did some of the covers and some of the art for Wolverine. So
Wolverine versus Predator.
yeah,
Okay.
So hopefully he gets to do. I like his art and stuff like that. So hopefully he gets to do.
I'd just say, like, are you guys liking this weird? Like, they're at least using the properties that they bought from Fox and everything. Like,
I mean, yeah.
getting them to fight each other. Like,
I think
that's this Alien versus the Avengers, right?
That. I mean, I like the Predator mashups more than I like the Alien mashups. Aliens is a little too.
Don't they already have aliens in the Marvel universe? The Brood.
I mean,
but not like the
you have a
Aliens.
lot of aliens.
of course, yeah,
Yeah, you ask a typical American like the Brood. What's that? They're gonna know what aliens are.
it's true.
I
They're
think
gonna completely replace them. Like, all right, Alien. There
What about
you
the
go.
Brood?
A xenomorph.
It was the
Cool.
same thing all along. We just called them the Brood because we didn't have the license.
Exactly.
Facts. But no, that's kind of cool. I mean, I'm not as excited for it because I just don't think it's as viable or can go as long. Like Wolverine's he's a messy bottom, so whatever. It'll take some time, but I don't know about Black Panther. I feel like he'll piece this whole thing up.
No,
in like 5 seconds flat.
They really got to make it in the Predator's favor right off the bat, or is it
Right.
not going to be?
I'm talking antimantium, like vibranium, like shit. Vibranium helmets, vibranium spears and shit.
Like-
You gotta
like-
give him like the big ups right away.
Like my like now I'm like thinking what I think could be. Don't give me that look. Anyway, I like maybe in the first book it's completely in Black Panther's favor. He beats the shit out of him, and then somehow the Predator escapes, and then he comes back with
Right.
Then he
Yeah.
upgrades his equipment and then comes back.
They steal vibranium.
Yeah, of course.
As you can see, I'm not dead. Oh shit!
What happens if they discover that the asteroid
God.
came from
From the planet.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, it just so happens that all of the stuff that the Predator uses is vibranium.
That would be sick.
Okay.
Just so happens.
That
Fuck
would be
it.
sick.
Fuck
Like,
it.
hey, yeah, this clan of Predator specifically uses this stuff.
Vibranium. Yeah.
I'll be down for that.
Yeah. Fuck it. Let's do it.
But speaking of let's do it, let's get into our comic book reviews.
Woo!
Let's do it.
Yeah. There.
Here we go. We in here.
What are we kicking off with?
We are kicking off from Dark Horse Comics, The Butcher's Boy. This was a recommendation came right off the presses from Dark Horse.
Yeah.
Okay.
You brought this one to the
Yeah,
table.
I read it first, and I thought we haven't read anything spooky in a while, so I seen it. It kind of piqued my interest a little bit. At least like the story that they had kind of going.
Okay.
It isn't perfect.
No.
It has a lot of like goofy shit that goes on in the background, but I enjoyed the premise that it's set up, and I kind of enjoyed the character interactions, and I can't wait to see how they all die.
Right.
Exactly.
Yo,
You know what got me really was the start of the book when you first open it is like ahead of time before we get to introduce them.
I fucked with that.
And they're all like fucking, going
they're
through
gonna
this
be.
horror movie, just like
Tropes and everything.
Yeah.
Whatever deep speech that they're doing.
Yep. So I liked it because of that. Forget the writer and the artist. Landry Walker. Oh yeah, sorry about Landry Q. Walker, panel Vaughn, and artist by Justin Greenwood, script by Landry Q. Walker. It follows a group of teenagers that decide to take a vacation to a ghost town because one of the
It
new
was on
girl,
Instagram.
the new girl in the group wants to be an influencer. So
right. A horror influence.
yeah, they go there and they discover that this town is a little bit more than what they bargained for. It's a lot of tongue in cheek. It's a lot of like up in the air kind of like premises.
Yeah. a lot of like you can see the elements of like classic horror movie shit.
Yeah.
Like there's the people who obviously don't want you there in the background. You can see that there's no signal and everything. I feel like I think the funniest part about this, I feel like they're playing into the fact that they're just heading straight into danger,
disaster,
just blind fight. They don't care. They're just like, we're here, whatever. This place is creepy. Oh, horror shit happen. Oh well, let's go get something to eat.
Can't be that bad. Let's check out the diner.
Yeah. I honestly it was in the beginning. It was a little confusing. It took me a while to actually get into it. I liked it when we start actually getting into a lot more of the character interaction when the drama started happening.
Oh, that shit.
That shit was funny.
When the tea started spilling.
Exactly.
I was
like, ooh.
This one's got a little sweetness to it.
What's his face starts just like, you fucking ghosted me. Like, what? And then they start going back and forth. And I'm like, you ruined our vacation. And
we got Danny Masterson over here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Needs an explanation. Typical man needs an explanation for everything.
Yeah.
I just think you owe me, you know?
He was standing on business, so
yeah.
Oh my god, we weren't even dating. Says you.
I just feel like I need an explanation.
I like how and like some of the like the other girl's like, I mean, you did like fuck her. Who's like, well, you went out, we like hooked up a couple of times. Like what?
Right. I hate the ones that hang on after the one time.
My man is a stage 5 clinger, bro. My man is a stage
5. He's got it bad. He's got it real bad. I'm with you with the character interaction. That's where the book took off for me. I did like the start of the book. I did like. There's a lot to like about it. It's giving Tubi, but in the best possible way.
In
the best possible way. Had a lot of fun reading it. I walked by it actually, and I was like, okay, I flipped through. Art's okay. And then Just wanted to put it on the list, and I gave it a chance. I actually did end up enjoying it a lot more. The tropes it's trope heavy.
It's tropey as fuck.
Oh,
it's a goddamn trope minefield.
I goosebumps. I love it.
Honestly, it made me realize that I need to go back and check out the other spooky ones that we watched to see if they've collected or stopped. Like the murder one. Like with the one guy with the axe who came into the party. And started
yeah. Fuck, what was that called?
I do not remember.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I know. I can't remember.
We'll find that pretty soon.
Serial killer. Yeah, we're gonna have to look back.
Yeah, and season 2. Well, yeah, you know what I'm gonna say. Season 2. The coin. See what that's at.
The coin, right?
Yeah, because that kept going. But
that all finished.
That all finished.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything's
I thought we read all
collected.
that.
Huh?
Did we read all that?
No, we
got to 2, and then after the arcade shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I stopped. I'll say that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I read all that. It stopped. He might pick it back up, but it's collected. It's all collected into 2 volumes.
Wait, was that the one? Did it stop with the flashback of the origin of the coin, or does it keep going afterward?
I believe it might have been like 1 or 2 afterwards. If that wasn't the final one. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Okay.
I have to go back and look.
But no, I do. I'm happy that you suggested it because that made me miss the horror comics.
Something spooky.
Something spooky.
Yeah, this shit was about to be all Marvel DC if this wasn't.
Yeah,
so.
But like, goddamn it, just do the thing, because that's the one thing I want to say. Like, goddamn, there's so much shit in the background that's like spooky.
Yeah.
I don't know how many eyes I'm gonna see before something spooky happens.
That's what I was like. I'm kind of intrigued. I'm probably gonna let this collect a little bit, maybe like a couple more issues, and then go back, because I do want to see who that butcher's boy is, or what is that lore, and a little bit more exploration. This just kind of like introduced us to the characters, annoyed us with the characters, so that when they eventually start getting chopped off, we kind of have that existential just slasher type setup. So I want to collect it. I want to let this collect a little bit and go back and then kind of peep and see kind of how they develop that world a little bit more.
Okay,
for sure. If no one has any other notes, I am moving on. From spooky to Image Blood Squad 7.
From spooky to
Image.
Full disclosure, I didn't finish this one.
You didn't need to.
I didn't finish this one.
It's okay.
Hayo, I don't want to step on your.
No, go ahead.
You were saying to me that this is very like they tried to HBO-ify this experience.
Yeah.
And I don't think they nailed it in doing that.
No.
I don't think there's any way that you could have nailed it.
No.
They very much approached it like if this did have the production, I don't see why it would with this lineup here.
They approached it like we was waiting on this shit.
Right, like the not authority, but
Yeah.
you know.
Like I came in here, I didn't understand. Like, wait a second, I'm like, is this some offshoot of like G.I. Joe? And
I had to Google.
Are these
I had to
people?
Google to make sure there wasn't like
a brand new
something
IP?
prior to this that we missed.
Yeah.
'Cause-
Yeah, apparently this is like an old comic.
Okay.
As far as from Image, like when,
these out.
like right up there with when they were just, I guess, starting out or
okay.
whatever, and you know they got on to bigger and better things.
Sadly,
Is that a
it's
Mortal Kombat villain?
That's
it looks like one.
That's Tremor.
sadly this
That's
feels
Raven.
like
That's
it was
Raven.
written back then.
That's so Raven right
Yeah, it felt like it was written like 5 years ago
Yeah.
when it was cool to be like everybody's linked up with the military.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, it was very like they tried to make it like a streamlined show.
Yeah.
This is the only way that superheroes can work is by being integral with the government, whatever. And I'm just gonna say, like, I really take it for granted, but Marvel and DC finds a way to like pretty that shit up like really well. They're like, okay, maybe they're the government, but it's Argus and Shield and like there's so many more steps before you get right to CIA, DOJ, Pentagon shit. I'm like, I don't like that.
Like,
and I don't really like the setup of this book either.
No.
I agree.
It's really long. It's very wordy, and they don't give me any excuse to really care about any of these characters.
Right.
Like,
Even the shit at the end, like, okay.
And then I would go back to the writing department, like, hey, change that. Like, I think you mentioned this up top. Like, please do not base it in Ukraine. Make some shit up. Don't do that.
When you start getting into into conflicts that are currently happening, like.
It's a little spicy, especially if you're not going to do it justice. Like it's kind of just a throwaway. Like, oh, we're in Ukraine killing people. Cool.
Yeah.
We're killing Russians. Isn't that cool? Like, I mean, stop.
Like, ugh.
It's a little weird. Yeah. Don't do that. And then the same guy is like killing hookers and shit at the very end of the book.
It gives me a lot of The Boys vibes, and I know The Boys isn't developed by HBO, but it's got like this setup of like HBO, like when they do their dramas, the way that like everything seems to be shot in the way of like an HBO drama, right? The editing, hopping from place to place, you know, the way that they choose to make the panels kind of appear almost like setups for like camera shots an HBO show would use, but this doesn't have the girth of the weight of an HBO writing.
Right.
It's very surface level.
Right. They're trying to make it a
writing.
bigger deal than it is.
Yeah.
Like they made it uber kind of realistic almost.
Yeah.
It's like, you don't need that. You could
And I think that's what hurt them.
And also, I think like the story is focusing on all the things that aren't really the most interesting thing going on. Like it's so like not clinical, but like it's so politicianal, like politics games and stuff within out behind the scenes. And I feel like that would be cool once we establish the story, like in like an issue 2 or 3 or something like that.
And honestly, no, I think it'd be cool right off the bat if this is where you're going. But you're bringing in characters that you're not explaining anything about. You're treating us like I'm a longtime fan of this, and instead of treating me like you're trying to sell me this.
Exactly.
You can't assume that people are going to have this extensive knowledge of the universe that you built before, because I felt very lost in trying to figure out who was who. I felt very lost trying to like understand even what's going on with the marketing department and why they're putting, you know, it was just way too much being thrown at you in the first book without any actual substance or anything to actually hook you into the next book. To keep trying to understand what this world is trying to tell me.
Yeah.
You did something that I've seen at the end of the book as a cliffhanger. You've done something that I've seen thousands of times.
1,000,000 fucking times.
Right? I don't care. Why should I care that this guy has now murdered a bunch of strippers?
Yeah.
He's obviously a fucked up person.
Yeah, he was that. We saw that in the beginning.
Yeah, I don't. There's nothing in here for me to like bite onto and, you know, come right back to.
Like it would be cool if they like had set them up to be like really goody, like really good in the eyes of the government.
But he's an asshole right off the bat.
Right off the bat, you can't show your cards in the beginning and think it's going to be exciting at the end.
I don't care about him like I cared about the comedian.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
That's what you're trying to play.
And it's too soon
Yeah.
and too late at the same time.
Yeah.
So I guess with that being said, we'll move on.
Yeah.
We'll move on to another Dark Horse comic.
Dark Horse.
Dark Horse. We'll move on to another Dark Horse comic. We are coming back to Dawnrunner with issue 3,
aka New Genesis Evangelion.
Yeah. New
That's right.
Genesis Galion, and I
New Ava.
I'm a poser. I'm
less
wear the shirts,
teenagers.
so I guess I'll take your word for it.
You do.
It's very. Hey,
Hey,
You
all
are
right,
poser.
I'm gonna let that one slide. and let
You
it
are
go.
opposing. You do.
it draws a lot of linear lines to that, and I like this better than the first one. I will say
I
that.
liked it better than the first and the second one for
Really?
just easily. This is like the better issue of the series so far.
Since I I read them back to back, like 2 and 3. Like, I don't know, they streamlined together for me. Like, I was right back at back to back story wise. They kind of just streamed into the second issue, just streamlined into the third.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, I like it. Like, I really like all this. I think it's very beautiful. I like the art just captivates me each time, and all the details and stuff.
One thing I feel like we kind of forget to do this when we get going is we forget to kind of premise for people that don't know what we're reading. Dawnrunner. So Dawnrunner was an issue we covered maybe like 3 weeks ago, or
Yeah,
maybe like 3 episodes ago.
Yeah,
on
3
this.
episodes. Yeah.
And it is futuristic aliens invasion, and you have mechs that are fighting it, and it turns into this particular mech may have a blended mind of somebody in the past, and this book expands on that, and I think it expands on a way better method than the first one did. The first one was a little bit too convoluted.
It was drawing like
Yeah.
how it came about, especially like towards the end, because it happened towards the end of the issue. Now we're kind of confused because we're in the middle of a fight that we've never seen before. So you're getting 2 things back to back: the fight and then this flashback between what this could be.
This is expanding the world a little bit more, giving us a little more background on him and her at the same time. And then it also moves forward the storyline of what the aliens are and what the aliens want, right? At least
And the
hints.
methods on how the mechs even work in the first place.
Yeah, so it does give us an insight and a glimpse into maybe what the future storyline is going to bring up now that they kind of understand a little bit of what the aliens are communicating.
So I remember reading through this. Didn't it say that there's multiple people involved in like the hardware of these robots, or is it only one person's mind that's used to help jumpstart that connection?
I believe it's only one.
Most of the time, yeah. Like, but this was like a different type of
Yeah.
I think before there was like some sort of lag, like to not make them as like
It wasn't
compatible.
It wasn't as streamlined or whatever.
streamlined.
Also,
But-
all of them have people's minds in them?
no, just
Oh,
Just this one.
I
Just
think
this
this
one.
is
This is the new one.
Okay.
yeah.
Because the shit's like
Yeah.
extra experimental.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm a huge fan so far of how the story's unfolding. Ram is very good at taking these narratives and giving them to me in a way to where it doesn't feel like I'm one's being like just thrown on top of the other. It's a nice layer. It's a nice split. And it's just enough of the right stuff.
Yeah.
It is really, really well done. The art is super
Beautiful art.
crisp.
Beautiful art.
This feels so human in a way. The conversations kind of flow to me.
Yeah, exactly. Like my favorite moments is the talk between Miss Mar and Anita and Ichi and everything. Those are my favorite interactions, favorite parts because
they're talking about their family.
Yes,
they
talking
have
about family,
kids,
their kids,
stuff like that.
yeah. What's it like in the fact
Yeah.
that when he learns about that this is from like she's from the future and that he's the ship, like he's about like he kind of takes it a little casually.
And the first thing is like, dude, my kid survive.
Yeah, that's all he cares
And then
about.
there's like a slight, I don't know, like Easter egg. I don't know if you guys noticed it, where it almost seems like maybe the kids might not even be real to begin with.
They said that.
That's
They
what I
said
was feeling.
that. At probably like in the last 3 pages of the book,
Yeah.
they said that he's talking about his kids.
What kids?
This guy never had kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's where you're saying maybe different minds are going to start coming in and melding. Maybe there's a lot of, computational power. Maybe it requires multiple sets of-
minds layered on one another.
which is wild. Ram V, if anything, is a fucking masterful storyteller. We've learned that from everything we've reviewed here from him.
Batman, Leela Star.
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, he's
So-
the man's a star. He's right.
yeah. So I as far as storyline goes, this is fantastic. I can't wait to finish to see where this actually ends up at.
Same.
The art is less convoluted than the first one. I can actually see where the robot starts and ends.
It's so much easier to. It's getting better. It's getting better. We still get lost from time to time, but it's getting so much easier to determine which part is the robot, what's an arm, what's a leg, what's a face.
How big are those thighs?
Not
don't.
big enough.
There's some big ass thighs.
Not big enough.
There's some big ass thighs.
We need more.
That's some Nelly Furtado.
Damn right they are.
Because sheesh.
Turn off the lights.
These boys are packed. Stuff.
Spilling the fuck out.
Spilling the fuck over and out. Crazy.
But no, I'm excited to see where this goes.
I enjoyed this one a lot more than I did number one.
Yeah.
This is good stuff. We should come back to this a lot more.
Yeah, for sure. I'm aware.
Sure. The only other things on the list were optional. So did anybody else read the Marvel,
Blood Hunt?
The Blood Hunt, Black Panther, and Midnight Suns?
I'm in it. I changed the way I view these books.
Okay, let me hear it.
So while I was reading them the first time, I felt myself a little, put to the side. I'm like, I'm not really feeling the whole vampire thing, I'm a little drained, so to speak. But after reading these a couple of books more, and I'm trying to, getting into it. I'm like, wait a minute. This feels like some CW shit.
Yes.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. The second that candle was lit, I'm in here. All right. I'm all about Blood Hunt. I'm all about it. This is a CW event.
Fucking supernatural.
Yes, it is.
I swear to God.
Yes, it is. Get with my cult magnum.
The thing I liked about the Black Panther is that they finally made him Batman, basically, alongside with the whole inner monologue. Mm-hmm. Like bullshit that he was doing. It was dope. I
love Blade about the whole drink the blood
in his ear. As far as me, get away from me, demon.
The black of the Betty. The sweet of the blood. Drink. Get me the ab.
I love it.
I will say that the thing about Midnight Suns, I didn't really quite care for Midnight Suns as a whole.
It's okay.
The only thing I cared about is that they finally touched on the previous Blade arc.
It was making me care because it did exactly what we asked other books to do. It treated us as if we weren't there already.
Okay, Clarence.
Yeah,
I liked reading these books because it really introduced us to these characters in a very subtle way, and it said, "Hey, blah 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 happened. If you care, go back and read it. Otherwise, keep up."
Okay.
I like the pacing. I'm a fan of this now. I'm a fan.
But I do like that what I was gonna say is I do like that they finally connected it to the last Blade book run that they had. They just finished actually before this.
She was in the last.
She was the girl that was in their book. Not the daughter.
Evil. Oh, okay.
The one that he was like had been fucking like a long time ago. His girlfriend.
Her?
That was her.
Around?
Yeah, that was her.
Oh, damn.
So that was the one that got possessed by the demons. The Adana gave her the demon, and they had to like do some kind of like exorcism, and Doctor Strange had to come in and like lock her down. That's her.
Oh,
so I like it because it's tying directly to that. So
Finally,
that means that something that he did during that course has now caused this event to happen, which is cool because now I don't feel like that whole because I love that run. Right?
Yeah,
and I loved it. I loved that run. The run was great. So whatever is going on now is giving me more of an insight to be like, okay, where is this going? Because putting Blade as the bad guy right off the bat, right before he gets a movie, and then you're giving him another book that's coming out in like July. I think he's gonna have his own book coming out. It's a little crazy.
So that means it's gonna wrap up before July,
or right at the end of July. I forget what.
I was gonna say like there's a few.
They have a shit ton of stuff coming out.
To be fair, I'm not a fan of this first Black Panther books because I'm not a fan of it. It didn't really focus too much on the event as a whole, and it just focused on Black Panther going, I don't want to drink blood.
Yep. I mean, that's how I felt. Honestly, that's how I felt about every other one.
Oh, wait, everyone's like, I don't want to drink. They're vampire now.
No, but they're all like,
turning into a vampire. Same thing with Miles.
Okay.
Same thing with Miles, but that's the Miles books a different problem.
Did Jubilee turn into a vampire?
Not yet. It's coming up though.
Oh shit!
That's next. That's next.
Can't wait.
Do not.
It's next. Again, read the log. Read the log. It's next. X-Men's next. It's Jubilee.
Again, Jubilee's coming back.
All vampires are coming home, baby.
All them.
But I do like that Midnight Suns is the only one that like
Feels like it's a part of it.
Yeah, everything else is just like side stories. That one, what the fuck was the other one? The Hunter Moon or whatever. It had
Yeah, dude.
It had Hawkeye, whatever that cat lady, and
Like who? Next.
and
Next.
Werewolf Jonah, Werewolf
Next.
Jameson. I don't care.
I get what y'all are trying to do with both of these characters with this type of event, but let's be real.
Nobody gives a shit.
I'm not reading about wolf deity Jameson's son.
Yeah.
Now, if you do, if you happen to be one of those oddballs that do like it, then that's cool. You're getting a little piece.
Yeah,
I didn't even know that character.
Come in here and call
existed.
me a piece of shit and
Right?
say I should read it because it's good.
But I do like the event that's happening. I do.
It's fun.
Blood Hunt 2 came out, and
Yeah.
that
Blood
was
Hunt 2 do.
I need to read that. Yeah, I need to.
again Pepe.
What?
Pepe.
Pepe is working over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Blood
That's
Hunt
where
2
that's where
was
that
sick.
little zoom in that I had is from.
Oh, okay. The fucking the
Two chin.
I love the little vampire. Like, we'll get you next time.
Right.
Yeah.
My man is fucked up. Do you see him without his helmet? I was like, oh, I just thought you were beautiful. I didn't know you looked like this.
Put it back.
Put that shit back on. Gin Father. I love these titles. Mm-hmm. No, yeah, sick. I've come around on the event. I love the covers. That's why I had to pick them up.
They're so red, so gruesome,
so pretty.
So
I mean,
pretty.
when else are you gonna see that?
I
That's hot.
know.
Yeah.
That's hot. Love that. So
Drink the blood. Drink it.
Drink the blood.
Blood. Drink.
But with that being said, guys, I think that's actually it for our comic book reviews.
Yep.
So please let us know if have you guys catching up with Blood Hunt? Are you reading that? Are you guys enjoying it?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else that you guys are reading currently that you want to share to the group, or are we all just locked in what we got going on?
I was catching up on the backlog of Blood Hunt, so I could be into it.
X-Men is, I think it wrapped up. So I'm on my way to working through all that, getting my tears out of the way, taking my time to process the end of Krakoa.
Okay.
And I'll see you guys on the other side. That's pretty much all I've been kind of
Okay. Like
That's happening.
finishing up.
Keep forgetting that's happening.
I'm still working my way through Power Rangers and everything because there's so many issues. But I'm also going to go back and try to reread and start working on Berserk and everything.
You going back to the Keanu Reeves farm?
I'm going. Huh? No.
No, he means Berserk.
I mean Berserk.
Oh.
Not Berserker.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
not that show that may come out maybe one day. Not probably.
All
Hopefully
those, all those books that he had that were gathering dust.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, I'm not really reading anything else other than
What's on the docket?
than what's on the docket, unfortunately.
Hey, that's fine.
So-
You're still reading. That's all that matters.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
It was brought to my attention that we have someone who doesn't watch who wants us to do DC books.
what?
Wait, whoa.
Yeah.
Do DC books.
We do DC books.
Make good ones, and I'll do more of them. I mean, I'm sorry, Batman's not the only thing there that I need that I care about.
I still need to finish Superman Lost.
And we did do DC books.
No, we do.
We do
DC.
DC books all the time.
Yeah, we do. When they're
Right.
good, we'll do them.
I don't want to be defensive, but yeah, we did Boy Wonder. We did.
We
Yeah,
haven't
we did it. We
haven't
did last
revisited
week.
those Superman books that we did before.
Like Superman and Superman Lost.
I
Superman
haven't
Lost
gone
is
back.
done.
I won't lie. Superman Lost collected. I haven't gone back.
Yeah.
I finished it. It's cool.
It's good. Okay. What about? Did you go back to the regular run of
No.
Superman? No.
That's
Okay.
Superman where Lex
When
Luthor
fucking Lex
in his
Luthor was
brain.
chopping in his ear? No.
Yeah.
I want to go back to that one because I did like it.
I like the concept. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to like Superman more.
Yeah. But no. Like I don't. Like you say, he doesn't watch. We do them. Like
The last time I followed DC down a rabbit hole, it was for Future State.
I remember
And we all
that.
know how that turned out.
Yeah.
We went deep into that one.
Oh
We
my
went
god.
deep.
way in.
We got mad too.
We got bamboozled. It was all Batman books.
Bamboozle, hornswoggled into
Even
more
when-
Batman books.
Oops, all Bruce.
Even when we went to like, oh look, oh man, Batman's black, cool, and then out of nowhere, I'm the real Batman. Like, oh no, he's back in this one
Yeah.
too.
He's like, I'm the real Batman, and you can take your black ass to New York.
Like,
You get out of here.
get out of here, Gotham.
Only to stop on issue 18. What a shame.
Not even a good issue.
Not even a good issue. Not even a good issue. And we're still waiting for the Gargoyle Batman book to come out.
Yeah.
We're waiting on that shit. So
I'm not gonna hold my breath.
Oh,
I won't either, because if we waited this long for Ultra Mega, a year and a half,
yeah.
shit. I don't
That
know.
one is still going. The 50s Batman. You know.
That finished up.
That
I finished up.
3 issues.
I didn't imagine it was that long.
Oh damn. Okay.
That's actually congrats. That's how it should be.
That's how it
3 and done.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't need more than that.
No.
Yeah, see?
Yeah. I'm here. Yeah, I'm gone. Okay.
With
But
that
yeah.
being said, you can follow us everywhere at Thirsty Nerds.
Yeah.
On everything. Okay?
Everything.
You follow me at Sumo on Instagram and X.
You can follow me at Stooge Prime on X.
Do it. Thank you. You can follow me at What's King Making on TikTok.
And you can follow me at just_uno on X and Instagram. Thank you guys for joining us, and make sure you guys go check everything out. Let us know what you're reading in the comments, and see you later, nerds.
Peace out.
Magneto was right.